Hello everybody, happy Sunday, buongiorno a tutti, bonjour à tous, ni hao. I also now try to say hi to the Chinese who are looking. Thank you all for your messages. It's really exciting. It's our first Sunday. It's a little bit rainy and foggy here in Lausanne, so it's a perfect day to either sleep in or do some yoga. You can also, of course, find it on YouTube later in the day in case you missed the beginning. So, thanks for all your comments and messages. I try to do over the time, we're gonna do lots of different classes, some shoulder openers you were wishing for, some meditation as well, and maybe even some inversions, handstands, like more the funky style. So I think we still have a couple of weeks to go with our live streams. And then, of course, I'm very excited to do the real person, real classes again as well. So take a comfortable seat. I'm just going to change the music quickly. Good. And then make sure you're comfortable. You can be on your shins like me, or feel free to sit on a block, or if you don't have a block, just use a book. And you can be in a cross-legged position. And then take a moment, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And one more time, forward, up, back, and down. And one more time, forward and up, and back, and down. Good. Do any movement that feels good to you. Probably you just came out of bed or you're still a little bit rigid in the morning. And then slowly just close your eyes for a moment. And tune in with your breath. The breath is very important. The quality of our breath is of utmost importance. So you can feel calm, healthy, alive. And whenever you feel a little bit nervous or you feel anxiety, come back to the breath. Come back to simplicity. Make sure there is always some space between the upper and lower teeth. No need to bite your teeth, unless you're eating, of course. Otherwise, always keep your jaws relaxed. You can even move your jaws a little bit from side to side. And then establish a nice rhythm with your inhales and exhales through the nose. And focus on the area between your eyebrows. Try to completely relax your forehead. And we start with some gentle movements. With your inhale, circle the arms to the sides and up. Exhale, circle the arms by your sides and down. Inhale again, opening up the arms to the sky. Exhale completely and take your arms down. Inhale one more time up. And now with your exhale, twist to the left and take your right hand on your left leg and the other hand behind you. With your inhale, make sure you lengthen the spine, and with your exhale, twist a little bit more, starting from the navel upwards. Inhale again, arms to the sky, and exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turn to the right. Good. With your next inhale, lift the arms up. And with your exhale, forward fold. If you're on your shins like me, then you can take a child's pose. Otherwise, just a forward fold in a cross-legged position. Maybe you can move your chin a little bit from side to side. And slowly lift up the upper body. Shoulders close to the ears, and then back and down again. Good, and then gently open your eyes. And we're gonna start to flow. So come onto all fours. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers widely. Pay attention that you always push all the knuckles into the floor. With your inhale, lift up the tailbone, drop the belly, chest reaches forward. Exhale, start to round your spine and look towards your navel. Inhale, opening up the front side of the body, feeling good with your waves in the spine, linking breath and movement. Exhale, round. Inhale again, open up. Front side of the body, reaching forward. Your neck is always an extension of your spine. Exhale again, round your spine. Good, and then with your inhale, come back into neutral spine. Now we're going to already start balancing a little bit. For now, just open up the right foot 90 degrees. The heel is directly behind your left toes. Then engage your inner thigh, and you can lift up your right arm. Opening up the chest. Steady your gaze, it always helps for your balance. And if you want, you can lift up the right leg parallel to the floor. Hold it here. Always when you hold a pose, remind yourself to breathe. Not holding your breath, only the pose. Go ahead, if you want, you can bend your right knee and grab the foot. And once you have the foot, opening up. It's early in the practice, so this may be challenging. Don't worry if you're not able to do it. Do variation number 1. Always offering lots of variations. Gently come back down. I'm going to do the other side. So just open up the left foot to the side. And then steady your gaze and lift up your left arm. Super strong. Breathe and gently lift up your left leg parallel to the floor. Engage your full leg. Go ahead and bend your knee and grab the foot. Keep opening up the heart. Keep breathing. And gently come back down onto all fours and just shift your hips from side to side. So we're going to create some strength in the core. We give our wrists a break, so come down onto the forearms. Place your elbows directly underneath your shoulders. The hands are straight forward. And then just walk back and hold the plank on your forearms. Reaching forward with the chest. Pull your navel in and breathe here. And if you want to take a variation, walk the feet together and then simply drop the left hip towards the floor. You're going to feel the nice left oblique muscle. And then switch the sides. Roll onto the right outer edge of the foot. Right hip down. Come back to the middle. And one more time. Left hip down, pull your navel in, and then come back to the middle, roll to the other side, and back to the middle. And then everybody drop the knees first. Place the tops of the feet down and also drop the hips down. Here we are in a nice Sphinx pose. Press gently into your elbows and reach forward with the heart. Hold it here. Maybe close your eyes and come back to breathing. Always remind yourself not to bite the teeth. They don't really help in this pose, in any pose really. And then gently lie softly onto the floor. Maybe make a bed with your hands and feel the grounding. Feel the union with the earth. Gently, we're gonna move on. So take your hands next to your chest. Make sure your shoulders are never towards the ears, they stay down. Engage your legs, also engage your glutes. With your inhale, lift the chest, and with your exhale, lower down. Long and deep inhale, lift the chest, and complete exhale, lower down. Inhale again, lift up, come into cobra. Exhale, lower down. Last time up, inhale, stay here, and lift up the hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep your elbows close to the body. And if you want, you can also lift up the feet and keep your legs engaged. You want to strengthen the back side of the body. You have a healthy spine, a lot of strength and support from the spine. And then once again, just let go. Take a moment on the floor, maybe close your eyes. If it feels nice, you can shift your pelvis from one side to the other to loosen up the lower back. Good, and then place your hands again next to your chest. Deep inhale, lift the chest. And with your exhale, take a child's pose. Breathe into the lower back. Create space in the lower back. And then go ahead, slowly come back onto all fours. And then we go into the first downward facing dog. So spread the fingers widely, roll your biceps forward, and then gently lift up the hips. You can keep a nice bend in your knees for now. So place your belly towards your thighs. That means the chest wants to go through the thighs. Make sure you have a nice and long spine. And then just lower down your right heel, bend your left knee, and then switch the sides. Bend your right knee, lower down the left heel, and just walk on the spot, walking your dog, Sunday morning. Good. And then find your stillness. So rise up tall onto the tippy toes. Press the inner thighs back. Create a lot of space between the sitting bones. And then lower down the heels. They may not reach the floor yet because it's early still. And then take small steps forward. Take your time, no rush. And once you're at the top of the mat, just sway from side to side, loosen up. Keep your head heavy. And finally, roll up the spine, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders and the head at last. Good, and then roll your shoulders a couple of times. Good, and then just take your left arm in front of your body across and hold with your right hand the upper arm. You want to open up the shoulder here. So just rooting down through both feet, coming back to the breath. And then go to the other side. step to the front of your mat. With your inhale, open up the arms to the sky. And with your exhale, dive forward. Make sure you always have a nice and flat back. Inhale, step up with your right foot. Exhale, extend the whole body. Make sure it's long. And then just drop your knee. Deep inhale, lift the upper body, arms to the sky. Exhale, settle down. Want to nicely and softly open up the right hip flexors. Hold it here, breathe. And then lower down your right hand to the floor, or you can also use a block. Make sure you have the hips square and the twist is from the navel and from the middle of the back backwards. And then extend your left arm to the side. If you want to take a variation, you can grab with your left hand the inner right groin and stack the shoulders. Breathe. Gently frame the front foot with your hands. Take a long and deep inhale, step back into plank and hold the plank. You can roll forward and back, pull your navel in, keep it solid, make sure you don't collapse. This is not so good for your back. And you also don't want to stick out the butt like this. So always keep it straight, solid, and if anything, feel free to drop the knees. Make it easy. Good, and then gently, with your exhale, everybody drop the knees. Inhale, lengthen, and with your exhale, bend your elbows and lower down the chest and chin. Pull your navel in. Inhale, place your belly on the floor, tops of the feet on the floor, come into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, come back into down dog. Stay in your down dog. If you want, you can still pedal out the feet. Fluid breath. And then take small steps forward again. And just sway from side to side. Slowly roll up the spine. Come all the way back into mountain pose. And there it is. Our favorite song. Royal Samba Yogis, Naturaleza. Good, we're gonna move on to the other side. Inhale, circle the arms to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, step up with your left foot. Exhale, lengthen the whole body. Gently drop your back knee. Inhale, arms to the sky, settle down, opening up the left hip flexor. Hold it here for a moment. Keep your shoulders always down, relaxed. And gently with your exhale, lower down your left hand. Extend your right arm to the sky. If you want, you can take the bind, the half bind. That means your right hand is on the inside of the left thigh. And then roll your shoulder back. Hold it here. See if there's anything you can relax, like your toes, the jaws. And then let go. Step back into plank. Hold the plank. You want to try one more time this balancing. So now drop your left knee to the floor. Maybe you can come straight into the balancing or keep your right foot down. And hold it here. And then bend your knee and grab the foot. Maybe it's already much better than the first time. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. Just try and play with it. You have a lot of time to play these days. Good, and then let go. Come back into plank. I'm going to turn the back, sorry. So first you want to drop the right knee. And then opening up. See, you can grab the foot, even play with it, hold it wherever you are. Breathe. And then gently let go, come back into plank. And we cycle through vinyasa. If you don't want to do it, skip vinyasa whenever you want. And we all meet in downward facing dog. See if you can engage your legs now more. Maybe the heels can reach down better. Good. And we want to step or jump the feet to the outside of your hands. Do this very lightly. Land softly. And from here, lower down the hips and take your hands together in front of your chest and press your elbows or your upper arms into the knees, with the knees also into the upper arms. Take a moment here, maybe close your eyes. And then gently lower down your hands, lift up the bum, and walk your feet hip-width apart. Variation 1, your hands are behind your calves, roll the inner calves back, forward fold. Variation 2, grab with the peace fingers, the big toes, inhale to lengthen, and exhale, forward fold. Hold it here. Maybe move your chin from side to side, press the inner thighs back, and if your spine is rounding too much, then make sure that you bend your knees. And then completely let go of your neck and your head. You're going to gently let go of the feet, and then slowly, one notch at a time, roll out the spine. Take a little room. Good, and then come back to mountain pose. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, this time step back with your right foot. We go to a proper warrior 1. So lower down the right heel. The right foot is about 60 degrees. Engage your back leg, press down into the left heel. Feel free to have your feet laterally hip-width apart. So it's easier to keep your hips square when you come up into warrior 1. Hold it here. So you do not open up the hip here. You want to make sure that both of your hips are square facing forward. Good. Give you a variation. Bend your right elbow with your left hand. Move with your right elbow even more towards the sky. If you have the flexibility, you can bend your left elbow downwards and then clasp your fingers. And then once you have this, open up the chest. Make sure you don't overarch here. Always engage the lower abdomen so the belly is in. Keep your back leg solid. Good, and then gently release. Deep inhale one more time, arms to the sky. And we're going to adjust into warrior 2. So now you want to have the heels in line. The right foot is 90 degrees. And then look over your left hand. Engage your right leg. Opening up this time the hips. Inhale, peaceful version. Lift up your left arm, right hand softly on your back leg. And with your exhale, side angle. Either with your left elbow on top, or you can come all the way down, maybe on a block, and then reach with your right arm forward. A straight line over the right side of your body. And instead of looking down, try to open up the chest towards the sky, solid in your whole right side of the body. Breathe. And then gently both hands down. Roll to the right ball of the foot. Frame the front foot with your hands. Inhale, step back into plank. And with your exhale, cycle through vinyasa or take a break in child's pose or down dog. Take a couple of deep breaths in your down dog. And maybe move your jaws from side to side. Shake your head yes and no. And then lightly step or jump forward. And we haven't done any chair yet. So lower down the hips. And with your inhale, lift up the arms, settle down. When you look down, as always, you can see the toes. Maybe you can lift them up, spread them, and then one by one, back down. Good. And then all the way up. Reunite the palms together. Maybe you can add a little back bend, but be mindful of your lower back. So always engage the midsection. And then finally, hands in front of your chest. And close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply. Find the calm through the breath. And it's beautiful to have two sides. We can do it one more time. Deep inhale. Circle the arms to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, step back with your left foot this time. Set up for a nice warrior one. Feel free to have your right foot a little bit more to the right side. Engage your back leg. Inhale, coming up. Warrior one. Try not to either stick out the butt to one side and also keep your left hip facing forward. So we're not in warrior two yet. Hips are square. Good. A couple of more breaths. If you want, you can do another variation. So bend your left elbow and clasp the fingers. Once you have it, open up the heart as if you want to lean with your head onto your left elbow. And then slowly let go and set your alignment first so the heels are in line. Look above your right hand and hold your warrior two. Try not to lean too much forward, so stack your shoulders on top of your hips. Inhale, peaceful version. And with your exhale, side angle. I'm going to show this time the easy version. Feel free to have your right hand on the floor. And you want to have a nice and long left side of the body. Gently frame the front foot, vinyasa, or straight into downward facing dog or child's pose. Good. I want to start balancing. I'm going to face towards camera. Again, step or jump the feet to the outside of your hands like we did before. Lower down the bum, hands in front of your heart. Good. Now, another variation. If you are not the circus people, then you can also just hang out on a block. You have the same effect for opening up the hips. If you want to try, extend your right hand down to the floor, left arm up, take the bind, and then like a little animal, start to move. Maybe that's it for today. Maybe you can take your left foot closer to the middle and then slowly come on up. Good. And sometimes it's wobbly. Good. Hold the balance and slowly come down again. And we meet in a yogi squat. Other side, right hand down, left arm up, take the bind maybe, start moving. And then steady your gaze and come up. And if you fall, just try again, like small kids. Come back down. And then everybody meets in yogi squat. Finally, place your hands on the floor, straighten your legs, and walk the feet hip width apart. I show you another forward fold. Palms underneath the soles of the feet. The toes are basically touching the heels of the hands. With your inhale, lift the chest, and with your exhale, forward fold. Same is true like a simple version. You want to just press the inner thighs back. You want to lengthen the spine, connection of the belly with your thighs, and just relax. Gently let go and slowly roll up the spine. continue with some balancing. So do a half chair pose, since we haven't done many chairs yet today. So shift your weight onto your right foot and place your left ankle on top of your right knee. Flex the foot to protect the knee, move with the knee more to the side, and then gently sit down. Good. And you want to have your chest still higher than your hips. Once you're here, you might as well try to twist from the navel upwards towards the right side. Once you're there, take your left arm on the inside of the foot and reach up high with your right arm. Stay here, stay solid. Good, and gently come up again. Hands in front of your heart. It always helps you to keep the midline. And then keep the balance and move the knees close to each other. We go into dancer pose. So extend your right arm up and imagine you're holding a tray with your left hand. From here, grab the inner side of the foot and try not to open up the knee too much to the side. Keep it straight, always coming back to the midline. Once you're here, press the foot into the hand so you feel the nice stretch in the quadriceps. And once you're here, maybe you can dance and press your chest forward and moving back with the knee, all in a straight line, opening up the heart. Good, and then gently come back. We add one more. Hands into your hips and try not to lean back. So keep your shoulders stacked over your hips and then move with your knee all the way up and extend your leg. Hold it here and keep breathing, and then just shake it out for a moment. And we do the other side. So shift your weight onto your left foot and then sit down on your chair so the right ankle is on top of your left knee. Gently, simply sit down. You're going to feel a nice stretch opening in the right glute. And then once you're there, maybe twist to the left and extend your arms. Opening up the heart, breathing. And whenever you fall, just be playful about it, like the kids do. So, not a big deal. The ground is right there, nothing happens. Come back up, knees together. Extend your left arm, and then holding a tray, grabbing the inside of the foot. You want to grab, I'm going to show it from the back. You want to grab the inside so this part stays open. If we hold it on the outside, we're closing here. So we always want to open up the chest. And from here, kick your foot into your hand and open up. Getting a lot of space. You have a slight bend in your standing leg just to not overwork your knee there. And then gently, one more time, hands into your hips, opening up the heart, lifting your knee up. And then try not to lean back here, keep it all straight, and extend your leg. A good way to challenge this, I just want to show you, is since you're at home, you can just walk to the wall, and then here it doesn't allow you to cheat, so you can really extend and make this work. And then just shake it out, loosen up. And we go one more time into this yogi squat. So the feet are mat width apart, hands in front of your heart, and slowly come all the way down, down, down. And then sit down and come into boat pose. From boat pose, We have different options. You can stay here, hang out here, or if you want to come with me, let's go through one more vinyasa. So cross out the shins, place your hands and then either step or jump back. Lower down, inhale into up dog, exhale, down facing dog. From here, the same thing, you can either step like this and sit down, or you can also try to jump lightly. And then come back into boat pose. Good. Playful time. Grab with the peace fingers, the big toes. Open up the knees to the sides. And then just balance on your sitting bones. Try not to round here, so really keep your chest pressing forward. From here, extend your left leg. Hold it here. The right foot is like an anchor in the midline of your body. Hold it here. Maybe let go of the foot. Keep it up. Keep breathing. And then switch the sides. Extend your right leg. Hold it here. Let go of the foot. Keep it up. And then both feet together. Let's add one more happy baby. So grab the outer edges of the feet or just the ankles. And then press your chest forward and the feet into the camera. And move back with your knees. But instead of pressing too much your hands into the feet, try to press your feet into the fingers and feel the opening, chest forward. Good, and then gently, feet together, come all the way down. Feel free to sit on your book or on a block, or simply lift yourself up one more time to make sure that you're sitting on the front side of the sitting bones. Hands around your feet, deep inhale, lift your chest, exhale. Let's slouch for once because it feels nice also. So you can round your spine, just move with your forehead down towards your feet. Press your elbows gently into the legs so it can help your hips to open up. Good, and gently come back up again. And keep your right foot facing forward. Your left foot is on the outside of the right knee. And then you want to lift yourself up to really rise up tall. And with your exhale, twist to the left. Your right elbow is either on the front side of your knee, on the outside of the knee. Maybe you can try to take the bind. So for this, I'm going to show it the other way so you see better. For this, you need to move with your right shoulder all the way to the left. And then grab with your right hand in this hole, and then clasp the left hand behind you. And with every inhalation, you want to straighten the spine, and with every exhalation, twist a little bit more. And as much as you can, keep your left sitting bone grounded. You feel a nice opening here on the outside of the IT band and the glute. Good. We go straight to the other side. So for this, move with your hands to the right side. Don't think too much. Just lift up the bum. Keep walking around, crawling. Now bend your left knee, and here we are. You're sitting right to the other side. So extend your chest, and then twist to the right side. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, see if you can twist a little bit more. And then just come into a counter twist just for a moment to neutralize and move a little bit. thighs forward. We want to roll the inner thighs down, so the fleshy part that we don't have, of course, but I'm gonna move the fleshy part to the sides, flex the feet, keep yourself lifted, and then you want to hinge at the hip crease, and maybe you have a belt or a towel or something, you can have it around and keep it long, or just hold on to the ankles, maybe you can reach for the outer edges of the feet, and then just relax your head, come back to your breath. The breath is also so important because think about it, you can be without food for a couple of weeks, you can be without drinking for a couple of days, but try not to breathe just for a couple of seconds, minutes, and you're in trouble. So just pay attention to the way you're breathing in good times. So whenever you feel anxious, automatically you have a better breath. Nothing changes in the inside, only outside conditions can change, of course, but we want to train ourselves to stay the same no matter what the situation is. Good. Gently bend your knees, place the feet on the floor. You're going to hang out and slouch, so grab behind your legs and really round your spine here. Try not to lift up the shoulders, keep them down, and then just hang out and breathe here. And slowly come all the way down onto the floor and walk your feet closer towards the buttocks. Maybe the fingertips can touch. Maybe you can even hold on to the ankles. Whatever works. Just make sure they're as close as possible. Palms are flat on the floor. I give you two options today. You can do normal bridge pose. And I know with the screen, it's a little bit tricky unless I'm right in front of you. Don't look to the sides, so keep your neck long. This is very important because it's quite subtle when we come up. First thing you want to do is walk the shoulders closer to each other, so you're almost standing on your arms. With your inhale, lift up the bum, hold it here. Variation, you can come up onto the tippy toes and interlace the fingers, or variation 3, keep your hands next to your ears, the fingers are pointing forward, and keep your elbows close together. And then slowly you can lift up the bum, and slowly you can come up all the way into a nice wheel pose. And then you can hold it for a couple of breaths, and whenever you're ready, come down again, tuck your chin in, and give yourself a hug. And just move from side to side. Close your eyes. Good, and then extend your left leg on the floor. And just hook the foot behind your leg. And move with your right knee across the body. And you want to keep your right shoulder as much as possible on the ground. If you want to take a variation, grab the foot. The left hand is grabbing the outer edge of the foot. And you can extend your right leg. So we have a little spinal twist. And we have again a stretch on the right leg. And then allow yourself to sink into the floor. And then gently bend your right knee, come back to the middle. We'll do the other side. So either simple twist with your left knee across, or you can grab the foot and then still keep your left shoulder on the ground. And close your eyes. to the middle. Give yourself a nice hug. We have less people we can hug these days, which is very sad for me, because I'm a big hugger, as my yogis know. So give yourself a nice hug, squeeze yourself. And then just lift up your hands, your feet, simple inversion. We do the more funky inversions in another class. For now, just keep it light, as if you suspended. You can do this also with your legs against the wall, being at home. Feels very nice, so you don't have much effort on the backside. And then rest in Shavasana for a couple of breaths. Of course, you can also make it longer. Allow the body to be heavy. Let gravity do the work. And allow your mind to find stillness. Rest in peace for now. Feel free to stay longer in Shavasana. I guide you slowly into a seated position, but feel free to stay here. So just maybe move your chin from side to side. Give yourself a nice massage on the back side of your head. You can also circle the wrists and the ankles. And then take a long and deep inhale and stretch your body out. Or maybe some yawning, still in the morning. And then hug your knees towards the chest. Roll yourself onto your favorite side. Stay in a fetal position for a moment. Feel the support by the earth. And when you're ready, with small movements, find a comfortable seat again and keep your eyes still closed. Reunite the hands in front of your heart. Being grateful for this moment. Being grateful to connect with ourselves. And being grateful to connect with others. The light within me honors the light within you. Or in just one word, Namaste. Thank you very much for joining. Again, feel free to express any wishes you have. Feel free also to contact me. I'm always happy to have messages, especially in this time. So whatever is your concern or whatever you would like to work on, please write it to me. I have in mind to do a special for kids. It's going to be probably another day than right now. We have the streamings on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So for the kids, I was thinking about Wednesday afternoon. And then we add some specials. I have some other specials in mind, but I will share it with you once I'm more clear about it. Have a wonderful Sunday. It looks a little bit rainy still. It's a good time to stay in, get creative in your house. There are many things we can still do, and I'm still so incredibly grateful that we can connect here It's a wonderful technology. So it's great. Be healthy, be happy, be kind with yourself. And I'm going to show you again, as always, a little bit around. I have to stop the YouTube. Bye, guys. It's like I cannot carry both of it. I have only two hands. And this is a laptop, so it's a little bit bigger. I'm going to end the stream on YouTube, and I'm going to walk you